This is the GV Podcast, a variety review podcast featuring two of the three idiots giving their thoughts on cartoons and anime. This is an opinion-based podcast, and there's no way we're saying our thoughts and opinions are objective. Keep this in mind and enjoy the show. We are greenvillains. We are back, and wow, Bofuri, that happened.
There was no part one to this.
I'm saying,
unless you count the end of Silent Voice.
Well, I'm saying that. Hello, everybody. We just watched Bofuri, and
man, we went from pure sadness with a silent voice to, hey, let's watch this thing.
Let's just watch this anime that has no stakes whatsoever, but they really want you to think like there's stakes and all that kind of stuff.
I'll do a summary of what the show is.
Yeah.
Which will just be a summary of the plot and everything in it.
Yeah, that's what this show is. Is that it's like a
plays game.
It's a popcorn show. That's what I would say. This is a popcorn show.
Girl plays video game, gets really good, keeps getting good, getting better.
Becomes god of the game.
Basically, she becomes the god of the game.
That even the developers can't nerf things in the game. They have to nerf her.
Yeah. So the non-spoiler of this show is just that. It's just basically a shitty video game where people keep getting stronger and only 5 people do.
The best way to explain it is so your friend recommends that you play Elden Ring, and then when you go into it, you're like, I like this thing called a Great Shield, and my health. Let me keep putting that up, and oh my god, literally nothing hurts me anymore.
How did she get her shield again?
Yes. She just gets it.
How did she get her shield?
She chose her
She
class.
bought it.
Yeah, she bought it. Like, she chose, like, a regular Great Shield, and then she bought it. It bought a better one.
Oh. And then she kept getting unique items in the game.
It just didn't stop.
Let's go ahead, and before we keep jumping into spoiler stuff, give your thoughts on the show. I'll go with Mayhem. What did you think of the show?
Basically, kind of like what I said earlier, it's a very popcorn type of anime. Like, it's not the best storytelling anime out there or anything like that. It has some good animation and in enemy design and all that kind of stuff. I really like all of it. But it's something that, like, you'll watch, and then if there's a season 2, you'll be like, yeah, alright, I'll maybe watch that again. But it's not, like, a priority one, like, say, like...
inconsequential.
Yeah. That, like, it's not bad, it's just, like, you're just like, alright.
Yeah.
I watched it.
Okay. Jinzu, what did you think of this show?
I only know what Mayhem filled me in on, and this show gets ridiculous. So it gets ridiculous from the beginning. I only watched the beginning of it.
And the end.
And the end. So I just see her starting off, and it's already dumb. And then the unique items, and her just being unkillable for the whole show. Which, wow, it didn't change once.
And, like, everybody else has casual death, but she has no death.
Yeah. It's a video game. Death doesn't matter.
She didn't want to get hurt.
But she didn't want to get hurt. She didn't want to, because it's like
so she maxed out her defense.
Shut your face. Bofuri.
So, was there anything for you two that you thought was really notable about the show?
It was literally, like, the design of the characters that, like some of the monster designs that we saw. Like, obviously, like, the demon design that she turns into eventually, and, like, some monsters that she fights. It's like it very much, like, Duke and I we were talking about that before one time, where we were like, the people that made this anime, they really wanted to make, like, a monster show, but then they were told, make a video game about this girl, and they were like, well, we already have the design of all of the Bakugan that we needed. it's like they got rejected for Bakugan. Like, their designs got rejected for Bakugan. Not in that they
were making a Pokemon clone.
But yeah, they were too bad. But they were focusing too much on the monsters instead of, like, those.
Wasn't Bakugan Canadian?
If you try and say that to me again, I'm gonna have to stab you.
Wasn't it?
I don't know.
Jinzu.
I have no clue.
I'm pretty sure Bakugan is a Canadian show.
Look it up.
They're right next to us, so the voices might be the same.
No, I mean full on. There was no Japanese dub or anything because
Bakugan. Wait,
was Bakugan not Japanese?
It has to be Japanese. It's up there with, like, Yu-Gi-Oh and Pokemon. Like it's that
Oh, it's a
connected.
Japanese-Canadian anime.
That does not help. What does that mean?
It literally just said Japanese Canadian.
The studios that worked on it were both Japanese and Canadian.
Okay. Oh, the localizers were Canadian.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense.
Let me give my thoughts. This show is good. It's good popcorn filler, basically.
Yeah.
If you don't want to watch something overly serious, basically, if you've just watched a silent voice, it's a good idea to relax and watch something like this.
Something that has no stakes and has some pretty good, it's fun to look at, but when you start thinking about it, it hurts, so you choose not to think about it.
Are there problems? Many.
The fact that the developers just are the most horrifically designed things I've ever seen.
I found funny. That seemed like a very...
funny, yeah.
That I loved because of the fact that it seemed like a very, like, oh, we'll be hip and with the kids, like, looking like cute
Rabbit.
animal creatures.
Rabbit monster things.
No, my biggest problem with this show is, so, the heavy spoilers, obviously, but Mayhem already dropped the fact that at one point one of the power-ups that Maple gets, main character Maple, gets is to turn into a demon.
She becomes a full-on demon, and
I hate the game
no,
so much.
No, it goes like this. You forgot. Like it goes like this. She gets angel powers, so she like gets like the wings and like the blonde hair and the halo.
Nah.
And
The
then
true order is first she ate a Hydra.
Oh, sorry. She got a Hydra thing, but then she turns into an angel. Then she's able to turn into a demon, and then she's able to turn into a Gundam.
Yeah.
Literally just a mecha guns, lasers being thing, and it's just like, okay, wait, hold on, you guys are mixing too many things.
That was a nightmare to see.
It was fine.
It's almost like you see samurai knights and Aztec warriors in the same game.
No,
kinda
it's
cool.
like seeing samurais, knights, Aztec warriors, and then a Gundam.
And then yeah.
Imagine you're playing Elden Ring, everything's normal, and then out of nowhere, Evangelion pops in.
And then Pokemon.
No, just Evangelion. Just straight up Evangelion. Not random bootleg Evangelion. Evangelion.
You're literally just evil.
You see one of those crosses in the distance, and you're like, what the hell is happening?
Oh no. We're not gonna have a fun time. I'm not gonna be able to learn these attack patterns.
No.
This show was fun, but it gave me such headaches sometimes of, wait, so one of the actual features of this game is that you can have once-in-a-lifetime items that only you have, and they're incredibly overpowered? The demon thing that Mayhem mentioned a minute ago. I hate that. Like, it's a cool design of a monster, but I hate it.
It's a different thing from like getting like a class or something like that somebody doesn't have or something like that, like a spell that somebody doesn't use often. No, it's literally just you have this. Nobody else has this.
You're playing Minecraft and you're the only person with the ability to go to creative mode, but you're not the admin.
But,
Yeah, it's pretty good.
and yeah, it's literally just like you have all of this, but nobody else could even get close to what you have because they don't make it. They don't make any more of it. Yeah. They tried to make it as realistic as possible. Like that's what it is. Where it's like, well, you were the only one that went into this tomb to go find the sword or whatever. So obviously, there's not going to be another Master Sword. But this is a MMO.
That's a great way to put it. Imagine if Link was on. Imagine if it was like this whole server of characters, and then Link was they're one of the players is just straight up Link, has the Master Sword, and everyone else is a Korok. Everyone else is the Korok. I hate it.
My attempt of Link.
We should play sometime.
We should.
Legend of Zelda? Which
Yeah.
one, though?
The one that I actually beaten, Breath of the Wild.
Alright, we're playing the first one.
Oh my god! If we play the first one, I need somebody to be making a map.
No. Anyway, so to go into spoilers about this show that either I liked or I had a problem with, stuff I like. Monster design. A lot of the monsters were really cool, honestly.
Yeah.
As Mayhem has just said, There were a lot of very interesting looking monsters, like God, what was that one metal one?
It was literally like another. It was like a machine god guy that Maple like took his powers.
And he looked so cool. And then he died, and you're like, well, that's gone.
Well, bye.
It's so often.
It's not monster of the week. It's monster of the first part of the episode.
Monster of the scene.
Monster of the scene.
Monster of the week became monster of the scene in this show, but you were excited when it happened because it was like, oh shit, another new monster. Finally, a really good design. Something I like about this show.
He's dead.
Articuno. There was one monster that was just straight up Articuno.
It was, yeah.
It was a giant ice bird with basically the same features as Articuno. And it's like, you know what? I'll give it to you. It's a good design. Let's go with it.
They already got the flying turtle and the little Eevee fox Iggy thing.
We'll go ahead and get out of the way. Another thing that I actually did like. One of the things that happened was they beat a boss, and then they got once-in-a-lifetime items. Once again, I hate that. But this time, it was 2 eggs, like legendary animals that they can get. And the Maple's best friend ends up getting a little fox, and it's like, oh, how cute. Meanwhile, Maple, she gets a turtle.
Just a straight-up turtle, and it has to be my favorite thing. Like, that's my favorite character of the entire show.
What was its name?
Syrup.
Maple.
And Syrup.
And Syrup. It was the greatest.
And what was their guild name? Maple Tree.
That hurt. I'll be honest. Like, oh, how cute. Maple Syrup. And then Maple Tree. That hurts.
At least they kept it consistent.
They acknowledged that Maple's the main character.
Yeah. It's like joining a game with a friend, and the name of the guild is literally just his name.
This is
but he's
weird.
like a godlike player.
Yes.
And everyone's just there to like watch him tank everything.
And it's just like, alright, okay.
This is weirdly an episode where I think will be really short because there's not too much to it. It's just pretty good show.
The depth is...
It's okay.
Yeah.
If you want to watch it, go watch it. It's fine. I wouldn't say like, oh, you have to like this is such an important show. No, it's not important.
It's always important to find a show that doesn't have as much of a cultural, like, so that way, like, you're not always watching the best, that you're able to watch something that is able to just chill out and be a good, like, be a solid show. Like,
if you need to relax, pop a bag of popcorn and just sit down on Crunchyroll and watch this shit. You're good.
Or in Jinzu's case.
Shut up. Yeah, no, this is going to be a very quick episode of it's very simple show. If you want to watch it, go watch it. And, yeah, that's about it. Basically, it's almost time for me to just get you guys ready for whatever next show we got.
But wait,
get your stupid question out
I
of the
got
way.
my final question, the question before we finish. In that stupid game world, there's this couple of stats where it's the strength, dexterity, agility, vitality, and intelligence. Which ones would you guys want to put 5 digits of points into? Which ones would you want to max out?
I'd rather probably strength. Like, that's probably me. If I had to choose, I would want to go with strength, but I'd probably end up being vitality.
Being vitality.
I have enough blubber on me to survive a blow.
I guess I'd be all dex.
All dexterity. I would think it'd either between strength and agility, but it'd probably end up being strength.
It'd be a split for me of probably it would end up being vitality and intelligence.
Hey guys, I found a new weapon! Mayhem, that's a building! It's a once-in-a-lifetime weapon, guys! Please put us down!
Sounds about right.
You gotta think of something stupid that you would find for your build, for your maxed ability.
So, will we recommend this show? I would say yes. Mayhem?
I would say if you are in between episodes of, like, in between, like, waiting week to week for episodes of, like, One Piece or something like that, or you're waiting an entire year for the final part of Attack on Titan, you know.
A year from
now.
It's another, like, just a good thing. Like, or if you're in between Slime Reincarnated.
Jinzu, would you recommend this show?
Honest opinion.
I didn't watch it. So yes!
Yeah.
Yes, watch it, by all means.
With the few episodes you saw, would you recommend it?
Yeah, it was very simple. You just really like. I don't
You
know.
don't
I
really get
really,
too
I really
lost.
don't have anything to add to it other than what y'all said.
That's the
It's-
thing, really. This show is one of those things where you don't really need to watch every episode to understand that it's a very basic plot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
I will admit it was crazy to watch her go from the beginning to the very end without anything in between.
yeah, it's just like it's literally what happens when you introduce a game to your friend and then you have to go to bed. But if this is a new experience for them, so they don't go to sleep, and then you come back and they have like a bunch of like new abilities and stuff.
Yeah, I became the best in the game.
Yeah.
No,
I've
wait.
unlocked 13 different achievements that I really shouldn't have. I don't know what happened.
I don't know what happened. I introduced him to Elden Ring, and he already has all the achievements.
No, you know me. I'm the person that explores every inch of an area.
Oh my god.
Like, nonstop until I've found everything, and then I'm able to leave.
Yeah, you're like a 6-star, but yet you haven't even beaten the game yet in Legends Arceus.
No, I'm a 9-star. I haven't finished yet, but I'm a 9-star.
Hatred.
Actually, I think I'm almost
Madness.
10.
Jesus.
Like, I think I'm halfway to 10.
I barely did Pokedex things, and I think a 9-star. I think.
Yeah. But anyway, yes,
I
good
need to watch the
show.
Green Lantern
Recommend. We needed this. We really needed this
Especially
after experiencing
A silent
voice.
Yeah.
It wasn't that
Basically, this
stressful.
entire review is, okay, so what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to watch Silent Voice. And then
Don't tell people to watch Silent Voice.
And before you get depression, you watch this show. It's basically a sandwich of, like, throw some cute shit at Silent Voice to make sure you don't die
Yeah.
of depression.
Like, yeah, just have this as like it's your what's it? Chaser. Bofuri is the chaser. That's the perfect way to say it. It's a good chaser.
So you watch episode 1 of Bofuri. Then you watch A Silent Voice. And then you watch episode 2. And that's your only way to survive.
And then you read Berserk. And then you watch episode 3.
Yeah! And then you watch Akame ga Kill. Regret your decisions.
Episode 5.
Episode 5.
Evangelion.
Evangelion, episode 6.
Chainsaw Man was a sad one.
Read all of Chainsaw Man. Episode 7.
One Piece.
Watch all of One Piece. Die.
Episode
Do it
8.
again.
Do it again.
Episode 9.
And repeat.
Yeah. Alright, we are Green Villains and we are out of here. Wait, are we doing anything else? Or are we talking about, where are we going
There'll be a
next?
part 1 for the next thing, don't worry.
Okay, alright.
You'll find out.
If you want to see more of our content, you can find our YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter on our Linktree at linktree/greenvillains. That's linktr.ee/greenvillains.